house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
Then peace will guide the planets,
And love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. 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 Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derisions, golden living dreams of visions,
mystic crystal revelation,
and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius.
when the moon is in the 7th house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
Then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. 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 Hey there, people all around the world, men and women, boys and girls. The time has come to occupy. It's much too late to judge and cry. Think about a love revolution, and it's here again. And it's time to let the sun shine in. Come together and sing out strong. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. All around the world. Let the sun shine. Come together. Let the sun shine. Sunshine. The sun shine in. Everybody sing. Let the sun shine. Open up your hearts. Let the sun shine. Sunshine. The sun shine in. Come together and sing out strong for a peaceful planet where we all belong. Replace all fears with love and grace. We are different shades of one human race. It's the place to chase. The revolution is here again. It's near again. The resolution will now begin for all to let the sun shine in.
There's one power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. one power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. Different is only dangerous. We forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, so what power can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. It's the moment of creation, it's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness, it's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration, it's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations, it's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, for it's the love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. Yeah, it's what we are. One power. One power. One power. It's the power of the love and you and me. One power.
My heart is breaking today, but I'm not broken yet. I try to be optimistic, even though I'm upset. I won't live in fear of its great unknown. Life as we knew it is gone forever. What will it be like the next time we're together? I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. I look for the rainbow in this dark, gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why we're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. There's a time for everything, everything in its time. I'm holding on by a thread before I lose my mind. How much more suffering can this world stand? We're all socially distanced, we can't go anywhere. How did we get here? Sometime life's unfair. I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. I look for the rainbow in this dark gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why. We're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. Then I think of all I have to be thankful for. My family and friends, I need nothing more. I choose to live in joy, no one can take away. I hold my head up high, I keep pressing on to the prize before me. When it's over and done, I'm keeping the faith to see a better day. I look for the rainbow in this dark gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why. We're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. I'm keeping the faith, we'll see a better day. We'll see a better day. We'll see a better day.
How many ways can I be grateful? How many ways? Given the chance, I'm gonna tell you now. How many ways can I give?
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
Hello and welcome to the Pod Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe that there are many paths to one divinity. So what does that mean to you sitting at home watching your phone or your computer? It means that we have 9, maybe more soon, different faith perspectives, and we give them a single topic. All of them the same topic. We also have 9, maybe more soon, different musicians, all of a positive nature, and we give them the same word. One at a time, they send in their videos and their talk. Becky and I say hello and goodbye, and Philip magically puts it together in a premiere, in a live broadcast on Sunday morning, which you are watching now. If you want to join us in this endeavor, you can connect with us at www.peopleofdiversity.org. There's a donate button in the middle of that, and you can join us from that place. A one-time tithe, set yourself up on a weekly, however you want to play.
Last week, we had Muslim Naran Sykes did our message, and her musical guest was Daniel Capel. It's a really good service, really good. Today is our last week on the topic of acceptance. It's been a very interesting topic, all kinds of viewpoints and interpretations of what acceptance is and what it means. But our last installment is coming from our dear Reverend Selidia Juniis, all the way from New York. And her musical guests are Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer. Yay! Next week we start our new topic, and that will be rituals. Rituals. And our first speaker for rituals will be Shaman Shannon Davis, and her musical accompaniment will be Keith Leon. So that'll be a great start. Yeah, it'll be fun. So after the morning service at 11:45 until 12:15, we do a live Zoom deep dive, and the link to that is on the screen below and is posted in the event, and also during this broadcast it'll be posted. So it's a lot of fun. We get in there and we chit chat and we talk about the message, and sometimes the speaker can join us and sometimes they can't, and we always have a good time. And Selidia joins us pretty much every week, whether she's speaking or not. So we're hoping that she can do that again this week. At 5:45 on Sunday evenings, we rebroadcast the morning service, so you can come back and join us again. We always do that, and I get more out of it every time I watch it. So things that I missed the first time around, or you can send someone back to if you see something in this service that touched you or that you think someone else might benefit from, you can send them back for the 5:45 service. And that's the one that will be pinned onto the Facebook page for the week. If you want to see past services, you can go to the Facebook group or the Facebook page and go under the live or under the video sections, and they're all there in chronological order. So
A couple of years worth.
A couple of years worth. Okay. We had one more thing that we wanted to talk about. That's not something that we usually talk about, but I'm going to let Scott tell you.
United in Thanksgiving was an Interfaith United, which is...
Interfaith Alliance.
Well, we do Interfaith Alliance, but they became Interfaith United when they put all 3 of the Brevard groups together. And we did that at New Shiloh Christian Center, right, in Melbourne, just off Ugali. And it was quite remarkable, actually. Not only was the service powerful and beautiful, and a longtime friend of the pod, Elizabeth Hess Stamper, set it up. So it was a well done production. I thought the part that was most impactful for me was the meeting ahead of time, where we were all in a circle. Oh, yeah. And there was all of these faiths sitting side by side, men and women, and all in their ritual garb. It was an incredible atmosphere to be sitting in and just feel the energy in that space. It was quite beautiful, and again, the service was powerful and
Right.
and yep, go for it.
Elizabeth invited us to come and represent the pod. We were just really, really tickled that she wanted us there as some of the quote faith leaders. And so it just made me realize that people are noticing what's going on here and appreciating our many paths to one diversity and our format of so many different speakers from so many different faith perspectives. And in fact, they had 9 main speakers for this event, and 3 of them, Rabbi Pat Hickman, Sensei Dave Vidito, and our Baha'i representative Dean Martineau, were all speakers for this event. So it was really good, and I think, like I said, I was just really tickled that they invited us to join them. So.
Yes, it was good. It was good to know that we are quietly doing something that's wonderful and positive, and we need to just keep plugging away and know that all is well, and we're being used in just the right way every single time. So we just need gratitude.
Yes, absolutely. So each week we bless a country. Next week is Burundi. This week was one I'd never ever heard of, Burkina Faso. It's a landlocked country in Western Africa. It's about twice as big as Florida. There are 21 million people there. The official language is French because they just gained their independence from France in 1960. They're 63% Muslim, 22% Christian, and about 15% of indigenous beliefs. Burkina Faso translates to Land of the Honest Men, and their capital, Ouagadougou, means you are welcome here at home with us. How cool is that? Huh. Must be a really friendly place to visit. Their largest exports are gold and cotton, and they call cotton white gold because it is so extremely important to their economy. A lot of people employed in that industry. There are 60 different ethnic groups, and each one of their ethnic groups has its own variety of folk music. It's mostly grasslands with a few low mountains. The Sahara Desert is just to the north of it. The Nzinga Reserve has the world's largest elephant population. It is one of the poorest countries in the world, with 44% of the people living under the poverty line. A little more than half of the urban areas have electricity and only 1% of the rural areas. 65% of the population is under 25 years old. Yeah. In 1996, the adult literacy rate was about 13%, but that has been increasing steadily and was up to 42% in 2018. It's something they're really working on, and I'm sure it's probably even higher now. And our last fact, this is a cool one. The white stallion is the country's national symbol. And apparently the people in Burkina Faso are quite crazy about horses. A popular saying there is, your horse is your wife, your car, your colleague, and your best friend. And the people there are called the cowboys of West Africa. So let's hold the people of Burkina Faso in our hearts. Let's pray for their continued improvement of life, that they raise their standard of living and get more and more people above the poverty line, get more and more people literate. That's something I didn't even talk about. Their literacy rate is illiteracy rate is extremely high. And that they live in peace and harmony. And we say these words together. May peace prevail in Burkina Faso. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Okay, here we go. last week on acceptance. It was our musical guests are Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer, well-known, good friends of the pod, good friends of ours too. They're our buddies, and we so appreciate every time they come and do music for us. It's always awesome. We love it. Reverend Selidia, she had told me after she saw Reverend Sue's talk, and I can't remember which other talk. Rabbi Pat's talk, that's right. Rabbi Pat and Reverend Sue's talk. She said that she could not help but build on what she learned from them. When we give Selidia a topic, she thinks about it for the entire 2 months before she has to actually send it in. So she spends a lot of time in deep thought and prayer and meditation so that she can give us something that truly comes from her heart, and we so appreciate her. So without further ado, we'll see you on the other side.
Under your feet is the greenest of grass, the strongest roots watered from your past, the hallowed ground where you were lost and you were found. With every step and every turn, a worn down path from the lessons you learned, soles of your feet, earth so sweet behind you now, but your hands are in the dirt, turning it over and over and over again. And they say don't look back, it's not where you're going, the road in front, that's where you're growing. But sometimes in your mind you wanna go there. You can look back but just don't stand. Own your truth and claim your worth and bless your path. It could have been worse, but don't even more than a glance, because you are so much more. You are more than the dreams that never came true, more than the doors that closed on you, more than the hearts that tried to break yours in two. But your hands are in the dirt, turning it over and over and over again. And they say don't look back, it's not where you're going, the road in front, that's where you're growing. But sometimes in your mind you wanna go there. You can look back but just don't stare. Just don't stare. Well, these years go by, the lesser all matters, 'cause here and now is the seat of your power. Staring back at the wake has never made a ship go anywhere. And they said don't look back, it's not where you're going, the road in front, that's where you're growing. But sometimes in your mind you wanna go there. Well, you could look back but just don't stare. Just don't stare. Just don't stare.
We love you.
Tell me what is the measure of a life well done, and tell me how do you count an uncountable song, a collection of your minutes, your hours and your days, the number of heartbeats, breaths, and the lines on your face. And it's a nebulous affair, pulling value from the air? Was it your good taste, your good name, your everlasting image in a picture frame? Or is it nothing you can hold on to and everything that flowed through you? When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. It's never the riches and all it brings, accumulating things. In the final hour curtain call, did you sing the song you came to sing? It's the thoughts and the words and the actions you choose. It's paying it forward and speaking your truth. It's a call to love a little deeper, kiss just a little bit sweeter. When your hands are empty and your heart is full, you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. You're an accumulation of the life that you touch. You're a celebration of the wind and the dust. You were put here for a reason. Be of service and be a beacon. You're a song, you're a light, you're a sacred holy sight. Take a long slow walk through your darkest night, and love just a little bit deeper, kiss just a little bit sweeter. When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. Well, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. You're here to get love, give love, feel love, see love, be love, believe in love, and love just a little bit deeper, kiss just a little bit sweeter. I said give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away, give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away. You're an accumulation of the life that you touch. You're a celebration of the wind and the dust. You were put here for a reason. Be of service and be a beacon. You're a song, you're a light, you're a sacred holy sight. Take a long slow walk through your darkest night, and love just a little bit deeper, and kiss just a little bit sweeter. When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. Well, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away.
Good morning, people of diversity. Thank you. And thank you, Scott and Becky, for inviting me to be here today with you to talk this Sunday on the topic of acceptance. Acceptance from the Christian perspective. Acceptance is such a large topic with many avenues to learn how to be non-judgmental. I would like to share a few little nuggets that I found along the way. And also to thank the other speakers who have spoken already on this subject, who have given me so much food for thought. Now, the way that Rabbi Hickman gave the story of Gumzu, he was a young Jewish man who developed a philosophy that no matter what was happening to him, it was for the good. And he did this and talked about this so much it became a practice, and many people start to accept this philosophy that he created by his general attitude for accepting whatever life would bring to him. If it didn't seem like it would be such a great gift, he would look at it and he would say, even this is for the good. And this story really took me back to something that my own mother, she used to talk to us all the time, and she would always tell us, now, no matter what is happening, with you, to look for the good in the situation. And so as I have grown into maturity, I've learned to combine that with the various modes of teaching, the Bible, different philosophy, and to bring that up to look for the lesson. And first consider the lesson that is in it for me, not the necessarily lesson for the other person, but what is in this for me. So the story about Gumzu, it just really, it just started a campaign of thoughts that is still going on. And if something happens, I have a word to put to it. A Gumzu moment. And all I can say is that the ability to process anything is to take a moment and realize that no matter what is happening, there's something there for you. And when I go back to the other speaker that I was speaking about, how Reverend Sue Bailey, she talked about receiving a gift. And she talked about saying yes to the gifts that you are. And so acceptance means also taking yourself as seriously and as positively as you do someone else, to allow for that. There is a gift in you, and there is a gift in the experience. There is a gift in the circumstance. There's something there that's going to build, expand, or help you in some way. So looking at the word acceptance, there's a lot of challenges. And are you willing to control your thoughts? That was something also Reverend Sue Bailey spoke about. And she said that we're all called, but few accept the invitation. And that Jesus had said, many are called, but few are chosen. And then she said, we're all called, but few accept the invitation. And that gave me a aha moment. And I said, acceptance is the invitation to sit at the feasting table of consciousness and to be filled with light and love and wisdom and understanding, which will allow us to expand inward, upward, and outward into a Christed being. So lots of thoughts came to me about this, and we're here on earth in this schoolhouse. There's many, many people, cultures, and we have come here to learn how to love and accept one another. Now, looking at the Holman's Bible, which gave me some information and some direct thought about the Christian way to view the word acceptance. It said that acceptance means being received with approval or pleasure. As said in the Bible, things or persons are often said to be acceptable to man or to God. It said, but human acceptance or rejection of other humans is affected by many things, such as race, class, sex, religion, many prejudices. But on a human level, Jesus showed us that all human beings are to be accepted and to be loved for their own sake, simply because they are persons created in the image of the loving Father. So that's number one for the Christian, acceptance based on the teachings of Jesus. And when we look back, now because the Bible contains much of what was taught in the Jewish tradition, we go back to the book of, I believe it was Micah, where they said, what? He said, what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. And the proper attitude of humility is as important as right action. The New Testament proclaims that Jesus has done what is necessary to make one acceptable to God. At the beginning of his ministry, Jesus announced that his mission included proclaiming the acceptable year of the Lord. And above all, he said he called the little children to come unto him, to teach them this love and this acceptance. So looking at the book of Hebrews, which presents Jesus as the true high priest, who offered the perfect sacrifice that effectively cleanses and makes one acceptable, we understand that Paul and the Hebrews taught that for acceptance by God to be effective, one must believe, accept the offer of acceptance from God in Christ, and to commit oneself to following the way of Jesus. So knowing that the way of Jesus was a way of peace, we look back to try to understand, and I found in some of the writings and teachings in the order of Melchizedek a real challenge. And one of the things that it said, it says, do you embody acceptance? Now, I'm going to share this with you because I think it's worthy of your consideration. It says, do you embody acceptance? This is a powerful question to ask yourself, answering with honesty and integrity. It is most likely that you do embody acceptance to a certain degree, although not fully. To embody acceptance is to live your life from the space of loving acceptance within you. It is to accept yourself, others, your life, experiences, and the world completely. Now, acceptance doesn't mean that you have to agree with or believe in. It doesn't even mean that you allow or understand or tolerate. Acceptance doesn't invite you to resign yourself to certain outcomes or manifestations. The acceptance that God is speaking of is to be present without judgment, to receive and to acknowledge. And when you accept another person, you're present with them. You're letting go of any judgments that could arise within you and receiving all that they are or that they're not. Now, if you can do this, if you can allow yourself at any given moment to be truthful, this will become a part of a reality or an aspect of yourself. Now, knowing that our God is a diverse creator, He created a lot of things that are different. And this is what it said about the power of difference. And I thought that this was beautiful. Say, each soul or spark expressed from the Creator is unique. And no person on earth is the same, however many similarities may be apparent. Each person's soul is different, and yet is born from the same source. So differences are part of the Creator, and they are a part of the core function and an essence of life. Gazing through the eyes of the Creator, the differences that manifest within all aspects are exciting, informative, expressive, and create growth or a journey of self-discovery. And when we can accept that differences are a key aspect of the Creator, then we can begin to recognize the differences within and all around us are beautiful to behold, and we can approach it with a deeper understanding. Now, as I was giving you at the beginning, was a intro into how we react with our children. When Jesus says, "Suffer the little children to come unto me," is because He wanted to teach them, because their minds are unfettered with all of the other things that adults have cluttered their consciousness with. And so when we approach our children, how can we teach them acceptance for everyday life, in everyday life? Now, there was a gentleman who wrote a book that is well worth looking into. His name is Carl Finley, and he wrote a book, Preparing Children for Meeting People. And he said we should read books that have a variety of different characters and cover different cultures. And we should explain that differences may not be physical. Differences show up in many ways. The important factor is that we are all human. So you teach your children compassion and empathy. Teach young children that everyone is unique. Teach the children that differences by showing them how varied everything is in nature. You can start with flowers. Everyone is a beauty unto itself, but they're all different. And explain to your children that people think differently. And when you are speaking to your children, think before you speak. Is this kind? Is this truthful? Is this necessary? And don't use mean or nasty words to describe a person, a place, or a thing. Just imagine that that person could be you. So in thinking about acceptance, open your heart, open your mind, and open your mouth when you hear something that is disparaging about another person, and say, please don't pass that along. Be kind. Be truthful. And be accepting. Thank you. I thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob and Shannon. You guys are always great, and we appreciate you so much and are so happy to have you as part of this group. Reverend Selidia, we love you. We so appreciate you as well. You come right from your heart, and you're so well versed, and I just always learn a lot. So thank you. Philip, thank you. Yes, every week we pull it off again, and when you are the backbone behind this whole operation. So thanks. If you have needs out there in the world for virtual or live theater type productions, anything like that, Philip Lupo is your man. Just contact him and he will be able to help you out. We recommend him highly. So after the morning service, 11:45 to 12:15, join us for the deep dive. And then tonight at 5:45 for the rebroadcast of the Sunday morning service. And we'll be on that Facebook Live. We won't be live like the Zoom deep dive, but we'll be shooting hearts and saying hey. So join us for that. Next week, we begin our topic of rituals with Shaman Shannon Davis from the Chicana Center. And her musical guest is our good buddy Keith Leon.
Yeah.
So, you're up.
All right, www.peopleofdiversity.org. Again, that's where you can connect in, hit that donate button, and just move as you're guided. We want to take a moment and say thank you for that guidance. So if you'll close your eyes, put your feet on the ground, take a nice deep breath. Spirit, we want to say thank you for support, for the offering, for community, for people being involved, for people seeing what we're doing, noticing what we're doing, being filled by what we're doing, learning and deepening their own personal faith by what is happening here on Sunday mornings and Sunday afternoons. We are in deep gratitude and we say thank you. So don't click off just yet. We want to come together in a group and bring to our mind's eye anyone in your world who needs support, love, healing, just some plain old-fashioned compassion and love. Yourself included. Don't forget to open up and receive this blessing for yourself as well. We'll push light out, listen to this last song, and come together in community. And we will see you soon. Have a great week.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.